Welcome to a video on Grandpa's Goody Getter. There's 3 videos at this site, one on the demonstration, one on maintenance, and one on walnut preparation, which is very important in cracking walnuts that you have them prepared. The Grandpa's Goody Getter is very easy to use. It's all steel construction, and whenever it comes in, it's very simple to set up. All you have to do is screw this handle into the cam, and we ship it with a block of wood that you can mount it to the block of wood, and then the block of wood to any kind of a fixture that you want to mount it to work it. And you'll need to set it up on a board that's at least a couple of foot long in order for it to work right. Here's something that a friend of mine made for me that I like real well. It works out real good. So I'll go on and show you just how it works now. And put the nutcracker, you push the handle down and it opens the thing up like this. And then when you release it, spring loaded, picks up the tension, brings it up, locks it up on any side of the walnut. Very easy to work. You learn how to crack them and just where to stop. But the nutcracker, the way I have it designed, it actually cuts around the top. But as you can see, when you get that outside shell cut away from there, those nuts start falling off in pretty big pieces. 75% of them will come out like that. Sometimes I'll get some come out in halves. Occasionally I'll have one break up real good, and you can see that one. I can get that out in one piece with my shears if I wanted to. But the nutcracker does a tremendous job. Now, one other thing I want to show you on cracking is hickory nut. And now these hickory nuts are the shag bark. Or some people call it the scaly bark hickory nut. And they crack out. The smooth bark nut just has too many gills in it, and the nuts don't come out good. But this shag bark will come out pretty good. And there I've got almost 2 halves, and that's awfully good for a hickory nut. I have a jar, a pint jar of hickory nuts that I have cracked. The nut meats all come out in one piece, both halves still together. There you are, you get the idea. In fact, that's almost a whole one right there. That's great. One other thing on the nuts, it'll crack any kind of a nut, but one thing you really like is the Brazil nuts. When you put that Brazil nut in here, put it end to end, and you crack it, those flat sides just pop off. That it really makes them neat, and you get the Brazil nuts out in the hole. Now the nutcracker comes with a small nut ram, which is this right here, and you use it, you simply pull this pin right here, bring that forward, replace it with this, and then with that in there, you can see it'll crack everything all the way down to and including the hazelnut. So we've tried to think of everything and make everything available to you with this nutcracker. Now, one other thing that to me is really important, if you don't buy one of these, you're going to be cracking walnuts. This is something you need. It's a pair of shears. You can do it with dikes and things like that, but the shears have real fine points on them. They're super sharp, and they're just absolutely the best thing you can get. And you can see this nut meat is trapped inside this. Not all of them will come out. 25% of them or so are going to be trapped like that. But instead of using that goody picker and just crunching it up and not getting anything out of it, you use these little shears right here. Reach in there and snip that one end to the other is going to get it. And when you break that, that nut meat falls out whole. So that is included. The small nut ram is included. When you get the machine, screw this handle in, and one thing I forgot to mention a while ago, and I don't see it here. Yeah, there. This is a jam nut, and you get that handle screwed in, put that jam nut on there, put screwdriver into this slot in the end of the handle. Don't turn with this handle, don't tighten it with this handle, you'll break it loose up here. But tighten this up and jam it, and then your handle won't be working loose on you. And that's about it, except the fact that I've been making these things since 2004. I had one big shipment of them that was around here for a long time. I had them in the warehouse, and they got corrosion on them, and I shipped them all out. Those are all gone, and I have new product in the warehouse now. The improvements that I have made on them are, I went from a 3/8 handle up to this 7/16 handle, which is much, much stronger. There's going to be zero problems with them. I had very few problems with the other ones. The other thing was there were a little bit of slipping on some of them. And by that I mean when you put a nut in here and started to come down on it, it would slip, and what was happening, this slide bar was sliding in and wasn't holding. And I've done some things to eliminate that slippage. And the other thing that was dragging wasn't a really smooth operation. I made some internal adjustments that really got it about as smooth. It's as bulletproof as I know how to make one. The old ones that I had a few problems with, and you know, slipping and a little bit of sticking and so on. And without exception, I've been able to take every last one of them. Out of 1,800 of them, I think I replaced a couple of dozen handles. As far as breakage, I had one ram break, and I think 1 or 2 springs, and that's it in 1,800. So if I have anybody call me with any kind of a problem, nobody's ever been charged a dime for any kind of repair, and I don't anticipate having to. So the units will be available on eBay, and also you can go to my Grandpa's Good Getter website for more information, and they will have a lot of the other things that I'll be talking about in some of the other videos. Thank you.